Well, when the children are not in their beds, cozied up in one of these beautiful quilts that people can, again, as we reiterate, just simply donate $15 a month and help somebody create one of these for a very special child that has some difficulties and some challenges, and this is just that little extra bit of encouragement as they have that battle with whatever sickness they may have. This is one of the things that they can experience and enjoy in their room. However, when they're not in their bed, there are a lot of other important services at the hospital. Some things that many of us, in fact, take for granted. Talking about school, you may not think about it when a child enters the hospital, though, for weeks, maybe even months, sometimes years. School does not go away. In fact, the routine of going to class can actually help these children with their treatments. And that's where the One Darn Cool School comes into the picture. Tens of thousands of children come through Phoenix Children's Hospital every year, and a good number of those require extensive stays that take them out of their class and out of their homes. So in order to keep a little bit of normalcy in their life and really allow them to feel like the kids at home, therein lies One Darn Cool School and one darn cool teacher, Michael Borum. Thanks for letting us into the classroom today.
Well, thank you for coming. We appreciate it.
When we talk about the mission of One Darn Cool School, we're talking about a lot of different things, are we not?
We're talking about the mission of One Darn Cool School is really to service our kids in every capacity, academically, re-entry-wise. Also, whatever the condition is of our kids, to meet them where they are and make sure they get the services they need while they're here at PCH, school-wise.
Initially, when we think about if we're sick or there's something wrong with us, we think, well, we don't want to go to work or much less think about it. But you say in the mind of a child it's just a little bit different and they actually desire.
Right. For the average adult, when you are medically in a place of displacement, you want that time to try and recover and to relax. But for our kids, recovery is enhanced by their social component, by their academic component, by getting out of their rooms or doing work in their rooms, by keeping them active academically or mentally, whatever it takes for them to continue to fight and to continue to provide that kind of energy, then it assists them. So this type of program helps our kids while they're here to actually recover.
Once families are here, it can be pretty disconcerting to families because they may not know how long they're going to be here. And so after they're here for a little while, it settles in that, oh boy, you know, the other part of my world, my child's world is school. And so if a child is here for, say, 6 months or 8 months, that's huge. And without this school being here, that child may return to school and have to be retained.
What are we working on here?
Well, I'm done with all the books.
What is this?
Zebra.
And this?
Rhinos.
I think you've got the beginnings of a very fantastic book here.
Thank you.
We should maybe get it published. Well, even as we were in school today, we were able to see just a couple different types of students as well. One that was here because she has some tumors in her brain. And so she was definitely able to do a lot of the work, but then she had, you know, some limitations as well, and so you have to address those.
Definitely. So our school program is not like a typical school program. We meet our kids where they are, and any effort that they can bring to the classroom, we reward them for that, and we applaud them for it. It's not easy to get up and go to school every day for any kid, let alone to come when you're having to deal with a medical issue and trying to contend for your health. So.
And you even created incentive for them to go to school.
Yes, we did. We have school money for our kids when they come in, and anything that they do, we pay them. Any work that comes from their home school, they're paid even more for because we want them staying caught up with their school program. So we pay them money and they can buy toys and video games, backpacks, school supplies, things like that when they're returning.
What kind of motivates you and drives you every day when you see, quite frankly, children sometimes that are struggling?
Well, I have to say is love. All of our teachers love the kids we work with. When they come to the hospital, they become our own, and we work with them as if they're our own children. So, I mean, and there's such a high level of reward for working with a student who is recovering from something medically, and they bring so much joy into our lives. It's really not work at all. We're just here facilitating learning, and we get so much out of being with the kids and listening to their stories and seeing them recover and just assisting in any way is nothing but enjoyable here at PCH.
Well, you may not know this, but Phoenix Children's Hospital is one of only a few hospitals in the country that have employees as teachers in their own facility. They work in that school Monday through Friday, and they do that year-round with a big, huge heart.